why I cut my hair this way, by the way. So I don't like being completely short haired, but this is easy enough to maintain. You know, just run your fingers through it a couple times. Put a hat on. And if I really want to style it, you know, put some hair gel and stuff and go to the dinner or something, it can look quite nice, you know, without being buzz cut everywhere. I was buzz cut for like most of my life because I don't pay for haircuts. I have maybe paid for 3 haircuts in my entire life, and they were all junk, so I figured I could do just as crappy as the job without paying for it. Why wouldn't I do that? Oh. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? Why? Get back here. I don't really have to leave right now, but I just can't sit here any longer. And if I leave now, I can go to the Blue Beacon while everybody else is sleeping. It's almost 2. By the time I get down there, it'll be like 4:35. Ain't nobody gonna be there yet. And then get down to Springdale. Why you keep falling? What? That's just sit still, man. Come on. What's your deal? Alright, I'll just put my finger here. Anyway, this load doesn't necessarily pick up until like 2300 tonight, so I'm gonna get there at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Nah, it'll probably be closer to 8 after all is said and done. Anyway, I'm gonna head down there now anyway. Get dressed. This dog outside. You stop at Harrisonville and actually fill up my fuel, because when I tried to get fuel yesterday, the freaking fuel pumps were jacked up, so I ended up not filling up my truck. Time to go. Yeah, as soon as I realized the pump was broken, like half the pumps are off and taped off, and I just decided I'm not gonna spend my money at a freaking Pilot anymore. I get tired of dealing with their crap. But I like Love's anyway. I can use their app to pay for fuel and stuff. Flying J has it too, but after my company switched to EFS from Comdata, I've not been able to sign in on my app to pay for the fuel on the app, which sucks because I get less points when you use your card rather than the app. So there's a bunch of reasons I just stick to Love's. One of the main ones is they're an Oklahoma company. Like, they're based in Oklahoma. They got started in Oklahoma. Mr. Love was an Okie. And I like to support stuff that comes out of the state I live in. Why wouldn't I? Eyeballs are burning. Freaking allergies are killing me. There's freaking dozen parking spots, man. Everybody's parked along the... Crap gets on my nerves. I gotta squeeze my way through the freaking parking lot because you guys are too lazy to park your truck. One way in and one way out of this place.
Turn left. I'm probably just gonna go park at Neosho. It's only like 35 miles from my pickup there. I really just don't feel like going and messing with Cargill this morning. First of all, because it's raining. It means that lot's going to be a mud hole. Second of all, I don't need to be there until tonight. See why I like doing this stuff at night, though. There was no one in the bay when I got here. Trying to get this story off my chest because it's been kind of bugging me all day because I just sat there and didn't do anything. I was at a truck stop this afternoon after getting fuel, and this elderly couple are ahead of me in line. And I couldn't really see or hear what the husband said, but the wife raised her hand and smacked him. And he kind of flinches and said, "Ow." And she's like, "Stop, you big baby, I didn't hurt you." Nobody said anything. The cashier kind of chuckled awkwardly because it's a very awkward situation. I wish I had said something, but I kind of figure if I had said something, it would have made him defensive and he'd have taken her side. But it's something that's I've always been against because I grew up in a household where my dad and my stepmom would beat the living crap out of each other. And I realized how once you cross that physical barrier, that threshold of physical violence, it doesn't go away and it can end really badly. So when I was dating my wife in high school, before she was my wife, I told her early on, I was like, if you don't raise your hand to me, I won't raise my hand to you. And that's the way it's got to be. And she agreed with that. That's fair. If I don't hit her, she won't hit me. If she don't hit me, I won't hit her. 10 years of marriage, 15 years together, right? We've never struck each other out of anger once. And the reason it's a problem for me is because it's the same thing, right? Men aren't supposed to hit women because women don't have the same capability to defend themselves, right? Like that's the idea behind a man should never hit a woman. Yeah, the reason that's a thing is because men are quite a bit stronger than women. So you're not allowed to hit them because they can't defend themselves. Guess what? Men can't defend themselves either. Not from a woman, because the moment that they strike a woman, even in self-defense, everyone's going to turn on them. So it doesn't matter which way it goes. You're not supposed to hit each other. Especially a husband, right? Like you're supposed to love each other, you're supposed to care for one another. I don't care what he said, it didn't deserve physical violence and embarrassment of being abused in public by someone that's supposed to love you. It's a nightmare. I couldn't imagine being married to a woman that hits me. I would never put up with that, and neither should you. Same, whether you're a man or a woman, you shouldn't be with someone that hits you.
I sit around here as long as I can sit around here. Come on, buddy. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, bud. What are you doing? Oh, stretch it out, bud. Oh, stretch it out, bud. Is that necessary? Is that necessary? That's a little excessive.
I have a feeling that that first time I go out for 4 weeks again is going to be rough on me, because I haven't been out that long, in over a year. Before that, I'd done it for 9 years. I'm going to stay out 4 or 5 weeks, come home for 4 or 5 days. So I haven't been out away from the house that long in more than a year. Oh. So it's like by the end of these 2 weeks, I'm starting to get ready to go back home. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, okay, next time I come out, at this point in the week, I'll have another 2 weeks to go. It's all change I find just on the ground. That'd have been a full mile of driving back when I first started trucking. It's about a half a mile now. Speaking of trucking, while I'm thinking about it here, trucking in the US is in trouble, man. It's like every time I turn around, some other company is full on either shutting down or selling out. Like shutting down operations or selling to somebody else. Now at this place it doesn't really matter, but that is stupid. See how far his tail end sticks out there? Now again, at this place it doesn't matter because people can pull straight up ahead of their parking space and back up. But on places that are really tight, you know, that dude's sticking out into the aisle 10 feet further than he has to be because he's too lazy to turn around and back in. Too lazy or too dumb, I don't know. You know, a lot of these drivers just can't back up, so they pull into the spaces. But it does another thing too, which is this. See, now as I'm pulling out here, you know, I can, this truck, you know, I can see what's going on over there. Still, see, look, I can see over here, still can't see shit. And this guy's gonna take my parking space. So not only does it make it harder for him to back out of his space when he leaves, it makes it harder for people to get out of their parking spaces when they're parked next to him.
These old guys are driving me crazy up here tonight. That Raider over there, he doesn't have a clue what he's doing.
Probably doesn't speak English either.
Thank you.
See you in a bit. You have all this place to park over here to the right, and he parks right in the middle of everything. This Raider truck's gonna piss me off. He just keeps parking his crap in the middle of everything instead of like using his damn brain. What is he doing? See, the problem was he can't back up for crap, so he's like going in circles trying to find the easiest place to back up. I'll put this on time lapse since it looks like it's going to take him a while. About 20 minutes from Clinton here in Weatherford, Oklahoma. My appointment's at 6 tonight. It's 5 a.m. so I don't know what they're going to have me do after that. I don't have anything pre-planned, but I'll have fresh hours when I get up to go get this thing delivered. And it gets on every truck driver's nerves. So I'll go up to a phone call. They're sending me home after this load.